Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today, well, it's the weekend. Let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, August the 26th, National Fresh Breath Day, National Root Beer Float Day, National Wiggle Your Toes Day, National Disc Golf Day, National Jamaican Patty Day, National Muster Day, National Play Outside Day, National Summit Day, and Mead Day.
Mead.
All of those things happening Saturday. Sunday, the 7th of August, National Lighthouse Day, National Purple Heart Day, American Family Day, National Friendship Day, National Sisters Day, and my favorite on the list, National Raspberries and Cream Day. Doesn't that sound good?
It
That
does
sounds
sound really good.
We should probably
actually.
celebrate. I'm just saying, it's going on this weekend. We should do it. And I've got a guest this weekend as well. Very funny comedian, and he's a TV show host as well. Adam Conover. He had a fun program called Adam Ruins Everything. I loved that.
Okay.
I think it was on Comedy Central. He's got a new program that he just recently put together. It's maybe a month ago or month and a half ago. It's called The G Word. It's about government, and I think it's like breaking some myths that have to do with government, I believe, is what it is. I guess we'll find out. I'll ask him. How's that sound?
There you
It's coming
go.
up. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. In these days of telecommuting and digital everything, you might not think that anybody really relies on the computer more than you do. But what about your kids? According to a study, students spend 40 hours a week on their laptop. Research involving 600 young adults who have been full-time students in the last 5 years found an average 7 hours of laptop time is used every week for schoolwork. Another 6 hours each week taken up with Zoom classes or lectures. Video games were the most popular extracurricular activity, with another 7 hours a week spent on laptops. Well, nearly 20 hours went to streaming shows and movies and using social media, and a whopping 63% of students claim they couldn't live without their laptop. So
Couldn't live without it. Oh, my.
They use them a lot. So
That's a little disturbing.
It is a bit disturbing. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that rattlesnakes shake louder to make people think they're closer than they really are?
I did not, but that sounds pretty smart.
And they can trick your ear into thinking that they're right next to you. According to new research, study led by Boris Schaugnaude of Karl Franzen University Graz in Austria. I'm sure I nailed all of that, by the way.
You sounded very polished and well-traveled.
I was going to just keep rolling.
Pretty
and
impressive,
assume that I got
actually.
it, but Heidi does not let me do that. She was pointing and smirking as I was saying it. The acoustic display of a rattlesnake, which has been interpreted for decades as a simple acoustic warning signal, is in fact a far more intricate interspecies communication signal. The sudden switch to high-frequency mode acts as a smart signal, fooling the listener about the actual distance to the sound. The misinterpretation of distance by the listener thereby creates a distance of safety margin. So that way the snake kind of gives itself a little buffer zone. You're like, oh, that thing, he's like 3 feet away from me. He's really like 13 feet away.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, it is. That's why I talk so loud, so you think I'm closer than I really am. Doesn't really work for me. All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. The CEO of Instagram has defended the app's shift to more video content following criticism from Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian about the new format.
No.
In a video posted to Twitter, of all things, why wouldn't he have posted it on Instagram? Just saying, dude. He said, it's not yet good, and we're going to have to get to a good place. He indicated that Instagram is experimenting with a number of different changes to the app with the intention of giving users a more full-screen experience. He also addressed the concerns from users who were unhappy with the new video-first design, likely referencing resistance from Jenner and Kardashian, who both posted to Instagram saying, "Make Instagram Instagram again." So that's what they want.
Wow.
Does not affect me at all. If you're holding your breath for a Dawson Creek reboot, Katie Holmes advises you to take a deep inhale and maybe forget about it. They said, probably not going to happen. I got more information about that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the scoop of the day. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. This was sent to me about a week ago. I never know where to put this because there's so much stuff. It's not really a list, so it could have been maybe a list, but these are myths about the human body that you've seen over and over, but they're not true. So like this one, swallowed gum stays in your gut for 7 years. That's not true. Now, the digestive system does have problems breaking down gum, but although gum can stick around for a week or so, it's eventually going to go away. Not 7 years. More like, 7 days. How about this? First of all, had you ever heard that myth before?
Oh, yeah.
How about shaving your body hair makes it grow back thicker or darker?
I have heard that.
It is not true. It's a trick of perception because shaving gives the follicles a blunt tip rather than a tapered one. So that's why you think that, but it's not really doing that.
Okay.
Another one. We have 5 senses. No, it's actually, nobody knows for sure how many senses we have, but way more than 5. John M. Henshaw, a mechanical engineer professor, wrote A Tour of the Senses, How Your Brain Interprets the World. He thinks we have 9, the original 5, plus balance, temperature, what is this? Proprioception, so body awareness, and then pain is another one. So they're saying way more than 5. He thinks 9. Who knows? There could be, dozens. Probably not. Zapping someone whose heart has stopped will save them. That's not true.
Not always.
No. So this is a thing you see on TV, but they're going, no, there's a very specific procedure that needs to be done. It's not just zapping them. Holy cow, I'm running out of time. Fingernails continue to grow after death. That's not true.
Yeah,
the nails and hair on a corpse look like they've grown more. It's because the skin is actually pulled back more. That's what happened. They dehydrate. Rust gives you tetanus. Not really. We associate rust with tetanus because that has happened, but they're saying that's not always true. And the last thing on the list is disgusting. Urine is sterile. No, it's not. And
don't drink it.
Don't. No, but there are people who are like, oh, it's sterile, so you can do this. They're like, no, it's still not. And either way, it's disgusting. Just saying. All right, there you go. Your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest today from Adam Ruins Everything, comedian Adam Conover. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, John. Great to be talking to you.
Well, we're excited to have you on the program. I love the show, Adam Ruins Everything. You got a new show now called The G Word. It's on Netflix. Tell me a little bit about the new show.
Yeah, this is a comedy documentary series. It is all about the astonishing ways that the United States government affects our lives, both good and bad. So I do comedy segments that sort of dive into the history of the government, and I go meet some of the incredible government workers who make our society function. We go to a Cargill beef processing plant, and I meet the USDA workers who inspect every single piece of meat that you eat. I fly directly through a hurricane with the Air Force's hurricane hunters. I really got to meet some incredible people. We go all over the place. We do an episode on food, one on weather, money, technology, disease. We cover all sorts of different topics. It was a blast to make.
So how many episodes are there total of The G Word? And is every episode out? Can we watch all of them right now?
You set me up perfectly. Yes, it's 6 episodes long, and you can watch it today on Netflix. It's called The G Word. It's streaming. You can binge it all in one night if you want.
Well, it sounds like an interesting program. Another show that you did, Adam Ruins Everything. That was just a fun show. Whose idea was that, Adam?
Thank you. That was my idea. I created that show. I also created the new show as well. But yeah, I was working at College Humor, the comedy website, when I came up with the idea for Adam Ruins Everything, and we adapted it into a TV show. We did about 65 episodes of that on True TV. And then when that finished, I got a call from President Barack Obama's production company saying, hey, I optioned this book called The Fifth Risk by Michael Lewis. He's the author of Moneyball and a bunch of other incredible nonfiction books. And we want to turn it into a TV show, and we don't know how to do it. Do you have any ideas? And I said, yeah, I do. I think I could do it my way. And that is how this show came about.
I love it. That's pretty cool. What was it like getting a phone call like that?
It was a little bit surreal. It wasn't from the man himself, but it was that, he had optioned this book and he wanted me to pitch on it, and I was very happy to do so. It was very interesting. Barack Obama is one of the executive producers of this show, and he appears on the show. But I also had to make sure that we would have editorial independence on the show, so that he wouldn't be, telling us what to say from the Obama point of view. And we really do an impartial review of the government. It's an investigation where we go wherever the facts lead us. And we actually end up criticizing the Obama administration a few times over the course of the show. However, he also appears on it, and we did a comedy scene together at the beginning of the show, and he's kind of an infuriatingly funny comic actor, to be honest.
I think that's really funny. Again, The G Word, it's available now on Netflix. What is next for Adam Conover? You have something else up your sleeve?
Well, right now I'm about to go on tour across the country with my new stand-up comedy show. I'm working on a new hour of stand-up all about my own diagnosis of attention deficit disorder and, why we can't pay attention to anything anymore. We're also distracted. It's really shaping up nice. I've been workshopping it here in L.A., and I can't wait for people to see it around the country.
So do you anticipate that being a special as well that we can see maybe online sometime if we can't make it to one of the live shows?
God willing, it will be. I mean, I'm planning to film it, and we'll see if any of the big streamers want to buy it, and if not, I'll find a way for you to be able to see it somehow. But I hope folks come see it live because, as you know, nothing compares to live comedy.
Oh, I agree completely. I've seen specials that are, filmed and you watch them in the comfort of your own home, but I've gone to see the exact same special when that tour was in my area, and it's just, for some reason, so much better when you're seeing it live with a whole bunch of other people.
Oh, absolutely. And you will laugh so much more when you see it live. If you go see the same special at home, you'll laugh. You'll probably, you could laugh 20 times over the course of watching an hour comedy special. If you go watch it with a group of people, you will be laughing every few seconds, guaranteed. That's just the nature of being around other people and being live with the comic talking directly into your eye and ear holes. It really makes a difference. So I hope, I'm glad that now that COVID is easing up, we're able to do live comedy again, because it was frankly pretty dangerous back before everybody was vaccinated. I'm just happy crowds are coming out again to see comedy, because it is my favorite thing to do in the world.
I love it as well. Adam, thanks for taking the time to chat. Again, The G Word, it's on Netflix right now. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you so much, John.
I will throw a link to all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 2017, a 70-year-old woman completed 7 marathons in 7 days on all 7 continents.
Oh,
She
my.
was 70. By the
Oh,
way.
my.
Did you catch that part?
It's a lot of sevens.
That is. That's why she did it. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Coffee beans are not beans at all. They're actually fruit pits. Yeah, they're not beans. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
One of the side effects listed on aspirin is a headache.
Oh, wow.
You take it
that's
to cure your
ironic.
headache, but an actual side effect could be a
Yeah,
headache.
that's ironic.
So ironic. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The average bout of sleepwalking lasts how long? If you're going to guess.
15 minutes.
No, 6 minutes is long.
Okay.
And then our final fun, I might be able to get to. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Newborn babies do not have kneecaps. Yeah, so there you go. And now your final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The names of Popeye's 4 nephews are, he's Popeye, then there's a Pip-Eye, Peep-Eye, Popeye, and the worst on the list, Poop-Eye. Wow.
My.
That's probably not a good one. There you go. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
It's time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by mintervention.com. Heidi, here's your question. Doing this, you can save about 1,160 gallons of water a year. Doing this, what is it? 1,160 gallons of water a year by doing this one thing.
Only flushing when there's brown stuff.
No, that's just as disgusting as this, though. Urinating in the shower. Yeah. 1,160 gallons of water a year that you'll save. So, yuck.
Yeah.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. New Jersey family suing a funeral home for $50 million after one of their employees allegedly put the wrong woman in their mother's casket. The family of a 93-year-old claimed that the funeral home mixed up her with another woman and put her in the mother's clothes.
My goodness.
And they almost buried her as well. Kim's daughter said, I thought my mom was younger looking in the coffin. And we chalked it up to a difference in appearance, maybe in the embalming process. But as the casket was lowered into the ground, the director showed a photo of her on her phone of her mom, and she's still at the funeral home, causing her to collapse. The funeral director pulled the casket from the ground without an explanation. The family later learned that inside was another Korean woman who shared the same last name.
Oh, my gosh.
So they had the same last name. That's how it happened. Because it was, I could see a little mix-up like that. But you'd think somebody would have double-checked before they took that body to the funeral?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she couldn't tell when she was looking at her mother.
I thought she looked a lot younger, but who knows? Very bizarre. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list. It is brought to you by bettercreditcards.com as I knock my mouse over here. What in the world's going on? These are the 9 most hated words in the English language. I'm going to start at number 9. Pus. That is kind of yucky.
Yeah.
Number 8, panties. Why is that why would anybody hate that word? Number 7, flaccid. Number 6, literally. So it's when you're like, oh, I literally did this. I literally.
And then they literally didn't do anything.
Number 5, like. When you just throw it in there like for no reason, like and all. It's just like we did this, like.
How many times have you heard me just...
Oh, yeah. Heidi's not a fan. We drive away. She's like. Number 4 on the list is dude. And again, it's one where people throw that in there way too much. Number 3, whatever. Just when you say whatever. Okay, whatever. Number 2, flap. I had no idea that was a word that people hate. What do you think the most hated word in the English language is, Heidi?
Moist.
How in the world did you know that? It is. It's the clear winner in a survey from Reader's Digest and Oxford Dictionaries. Moist. M-O-I-S-T. I don't know why. There it is. The list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Reese Witherspoon. I just saw a movie not too long ago with her in it, and she seems like just a sweetheart, doesn't she?
You like her.
I do. She seems really nice. She says in this quote, if you're not yelling at your kids, you're not spending enough time with them.
That is true.
Our kids are grown and moved out, and we still get to have a couple of bonding experiences every once in a while, yelling at them about something. It's all out of love, though. It really is. Reese Witherspoon, your quote of the day, comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Motorists perform a drive-by parade to support an area man. I love this story. A friend of ours actually shared this with us. Hundreds of motorists made a quick stop in a little town in Wisconsin. To the naked eye, the village of Rosholt, Wisconsin, looked like it went through a time machine. 400 vintage cars and motorcycles came parading down West Grand Avenue. Neighbors came out to see what in the world is going on. Here's what happened. Dave Larson went on Facebook to see if anybody in the area might be interested in putting on a little drive-by parade for his dad, Orville. Larson explained that his dad, 90, is in hospice. He was a huge fan of vintage cars and motorcycles. His family expected maybe 20 people to show up, but to their surprise, the post went viral for Wisconsin, and over 400 people showed up with cars and motorcycles and trucks. And by the way, before the thing was all over and done with, Orville got to jump in the sidecar of a motorcycle, and he got to ride around town in style.
I think that's so great. I love that story so much.
I love it too. Dan, thanks for sending that to me. I love it. It's just a great, great story. And again, I've got a link to this if you want to see it. And if you've got a moment, there's a video that's well worth watching as well, just to kind of get an idea. It's a very, very, very small town. The population of the town is about 400. And there were about that many cars and people and everything in town. So it like doubled the population. So I just think people are pretty doggone cool sometimes. I love that.
It's pretty great. I love it.
Really is. If you ever come across a cool story that you think might be a good story for good news, or maybe one of the other features we do other silly things on here too. If you go, hey, you know what? I think that might be a fun thing for John and Heidi. You could share it. I mean, why not? We might just talk about it on the radio. And you could do that right through our page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.